Hey Monster Truck fans, and welcome to another exciting edition of Action Tracks. This time, we're coming to you from Terre Haute, Indiana, at the Hulman Center on the campus of Indiana State University. This is the home of the Indiana State Sycamores, where Larry Bird made the Sycamores famous. You look up in the rafters and you see Larry Bird's historic jersey retired and hanging proudly up in the rafters. But tonight, the hardwood is gone, and we're going hardcore monster truck racing. And it's all coming up next on Action Tracks. Welcome once again to Action Tracks presented by E3 Spark Plugs. We're coming to you from the Hulman Center in Terre Haute, Indiana. Right now, you see all the haulers lined up. We're cruising through the pit area, but all the trucks have already headed inside the Hulman Center. So we're going to do the same. It's a little chilly out here, but the action's about to heat up inside. Let's go ahead and meet the field of trucks for tonight's competition. First up, we've got a rookie driver in Bigfoot tonight. They call him Q-Tip. It's Darron Schnell. Followed by Lenny Kuilder in the Prowlerl. Pezo's going to be on the hunt tonight in the Predator. Lastly, Hoffman in that fabulous 55 Nomad Wagon. We're going to move straight into our first competition of the night. It's the Wheelie contest. Coming out first is going to be the rookie driver, Darron Schnell. Darron's been with the team for a while, just now stepping into the driver's seat. We'll see what he can do. He had a great save earlier in the year. Nice pop! And that's embarrassing. That's not what Darron was going for. The cars here on the AMP Tour are actually stacked on tires, and so the first driver out has the disadvantage and the advantage at the same time of having fresh metal, but you gotta plow through it and really impact the side of the cars. And I think the additional distance on top of the tires there, the cars are sitting on, really affected the truck, and Darron just didn't make it up and over. He backed it up and gave it another shot, but not nearly as spectacular. And it looks like we've got the same thing on this side. This is not how Darron was hoping to kick off his evening in Terre Haute. Backs it up again and makes a hit, but crowd applause will determine the winner tonight in the wheelie competition, so we'll see what the crowd has to say. Pezo out on the floor, bringing his big cat, the Predator, out to show us what the cat can do in wheelies. Pezo has 28 years of experience in monster trucks and a big fat Hemi sitting behind him in the engine bay. We'll see what he can do, taking his time, getting lined up for that set of cars. Pumping up the crowd. You see him right there waving his arms. A nice wheelie. That will take the lead. I'm going to say it right now. As we mentioned earlier, the crowd will determine the winner, but I think that's got to be the favorite with the crowd so far. Pezo coming back around, going to hit it again. Wailing again on that big Hemi power and an even better wheelie. Definitely the leader, taking a backtrack back. Another great angle, really checking out the undercarriage of that truck. Teammate Lenny Kuilder coming out next in the Prowlerl. We caught up with him earlier.
We haven't had a week off other than 3 days since the first weekend in December. So last weekend off, Alan got to go up, take his kids up, see their grandparents, had a weekend off. I took some time at home. Like people have been mentioning, we're actually going up to Auburn tomorrow, drop off the original old school Predator truck to the International Monster Truck Museum and Hall of Fame. Just relaxed, got the old leaf spring truck cleaned up, spent some time relaxing, rejuvenated at home. I'm ready to go again, so there ain't no telling what's going to happen tonight.
You heard Lenny mention the Monster Truck Hall of Fame and Museum. This project being led up by Jeff Cook, former owner, driver of the Wagon. A lot of great things going on with that project. Stay tuned to TheMonsterBlog.com for more exciting news on that. Lenny made his first hit. Sounds like the old cat's having some problems tonight. Coming back for his second hit. Another decent launch, but not going to be good enough to beat Predator, I don't think. Last, but certainly not least, Andy Hoffman in that Chevy Nomad War Wagon. Mentioned Jeff Cook earlier. This is the truck that he used to campaign. Andy took it over and has been doing some great things with it. You saw right there a nice pop on that wheelie. Coming around for his second hit. Another nice launch. That could definitely be the favorite. It's going to be between Pezo and Hoffman for the cheer-off in the wheelie competition. I think I'd be giving it to War Wagon. Pretty good wheelies.
You think it was Alan and Predator? You think it was Andy War Wagon?
Right there you hear it. The win's going to go to the War Wagon. Moving on to our next event, we're going monster truck racing. We're going to do a drag style track over one set of cars. Concrete, they're on the line. Bigfoot versus Predator, and Predator just nailed him on the line. Wow. Just drilled him. Taking a look back, Pezo saw the electricity running up the light. We hear Darron and Bigfoot has some thoughts on that race.
I was waiting for a green light, and the red lights went out, and Pezo went. He's a crafty veteran. He knows what he's doing. He's showing the rookie a thing or two.
Maybe Darron Schnell questioning whether Pezo red-lighted a little bit there. Something crazy on the tree there, but Pezo's going to take the victory. War Wagon and Prowlerl on the starting line, waiting for green. That one's going to go to Hoffman. Heck of a bounce there on the landing, but it's all War Wagon. We're moving straight into the racing finals with 4 trucks. The cream quickly rises to the top, and we are staging them up. Pezo versus Hoffman. The 2 drivers with the most experience in the field tonight, staged up, ready to go. Oh no! What just happened? Looks like Pezo went to leave, red lit. And Hoffman went too, red lit. They both caught it. I think they're going to let them back it up and run this race straight up. I don't see any quarrels from either driver. They're waiting on the line again, see if they can get it. Hoffman's going to go 2 for 2 and take the racing victory in War Wagon. You know the drivers wanted it fair and square. No one wants to win by red light. And Andy Hoffman beat Pezo to the finish line. Off the line at exactly the same time, but Hoffman takes it over the cars. We caught up with both drivers after that final round. Alan, it looked like everybody got a little antsy on the light on the final round. What happened there?
Well, you know, anytime Andy and I run together, it's a who's who, can win anytime. You got to be good on the lights. I guess we both anticipated the light and tried to leave before the other one did, so we caught it, backed up, and rerun it. You know, that's the way it goes sometimes.
Andy Hoffman in the War Wagon on his way to a superstar sweep. Tell us about the night so far.
I'll tell you what, it's been awesome. It's just great. You know, running Alan there in the finals is phenomenal. He's definitely on clue. You know, I mean, he won it pretty bad, so it's just exciting. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Now, on the starting line for the racing finals, looked like everybody got a little antsy. What was going on there?
Oh yeah, like I say, Alan definitely was geared up. I think he jumped first. It seemed like I was definitely ready for it. Kind of did a jump. The light didn't even turn green yet, so we kind of both stopped and backed up and got a good clean start that second time.
You heard it from the drivers right there, but we're moving into FMX action. Flat out freestyle, bringing us some great action. Jason Rowe and JJ Romans. Right there you see a one-hand Superman seat grab. A tsunami. FMX always a great act at a monster truck event. These riders come out, show off some fantastic tricks, and thrill the crowd. The crowd loves it every time. In particular, they look for one special trick that maybe we'll see a little bit later. A moment ago, we saw 2 cliffhangers and a Superman sea grab. There you see a rock solid taking the hands off of the bike altogether. A tsunami, also called the kiss of death. Oh, a tremendous heel clicker. Held it out there for an eternity. But right there's the backflip. Out of nowhere. The fan favorite, the backflip. Now they're going to come around in a train. Get a whip. And another backflip. These guys putting on a great show. You see the crowd there simply loving it here in Terre Haute, Indiana. We've got freestyle action when we come back on Action Tracks.